we go.
Oh, I see it now.
Hello. We are live and ready to go. So it is night 2 of Christmas in July 2024. Here we go. So tonight's project is super cute, right?
Yes, it is. Very cute.
And, confession, I said I was going to go live today, this afternoon, and show you to do the beads. And I did not do that. But I will go live tomorrow at noon. And I'm going to do the beads and show you how to do the base. I almost said it before I showed it. I'm going to show you how to do the rest of the project for tonight. So anyway, so I thought I'm going to combine them and then give you a specific time for the live. So noon tomorrow, I'm going to do like some little like accessory things. So we can kind of combine that into one so it doesn't make it so long. So say hello when you come in, spread the honey, and let's get started. Tonight we're going to give away one of our prize packages, and that I showed you all that last night. There's also a reel on my page that you can go watch that shows some stuff in it, but I've added more since then. But Megan will pick 5 names throughout tonight, and she'll combine them with her 5 from last night, and then we will pick a winner. And then, can you show me the door hanger?
Yes.
Tomorrow night, we're going to collect names for the next giveaway box, and I'm also going to give away this door hanger. And it's really cute. It's a snowman. This is one of Chris's designs, but it's a cute snowman. It says Winter Wonderland, and it's just really cute. So that will be also a giveaway for tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night. It will be a fun project as well. So let me show you what we're doing. I'm excited about this. And like I told you yesterday, these are all this week, they're all my designs. So they're all my originals. So this is night 2. Let me move up here so I can show you better. Are you ready? It's really cute. It's ready. Are you cute? It is a Santa, yeah! It is a Santa tea light, and I don't know. Yeah, I did. So this was an original pattern from long ago, so some of you've been around a while remember this pattern. So I just made it smaller and switched it up a tiny bit. But if you'll look, there's a little mouse right there. But then peeking out behind the screen is also a mouse. Can you see him? Can you see him right there? He's so cute. So do you like it?
Well,
I think it's adorable. So it has a timer tea light on the back side, and the screen. So that is tonight's project. So I thought it was so cute. We've done like snowman tea lights and penguin and a Santa, a different Santa, and scarecrow and all that. But this is, I just think it's so cute. So this is tonight's project. So I love the mice, and he has like a cutest little tail. Very cute. So there we go. I think I'm bright tonight.
Could it be that button we pushed?
I think it's that button.
That one. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
We were playing. Oh, it's still really bright. I hit the wrong button, and so we were trying to go live, and I hit something, and we couldn't figure it out, so I don't know what I did. So anyway, so I hope you like it. I hope you think it is cute. But it is called Not a Creature is Stirring. So I'll hold it up better without the tea light so you can see all the details. So can you see the mice better?
I love it.
So that is tonight. And I just think he's so cute. So it's got like some extra little details that make it really fun. And that is always that's always fun to have extra details. So I'm going to take you on a ride here, and we will bring you down and get started. Let me grab some paper towels. I'm so glad that you all joined me again tonight. Last night was really fun. I was trying to read through all the comments last night, and there was like 1,700 and something. And I was like, it was fun to read them, but I kept going, and I don't think I ever did get through them all. But let me flip you upside down all around. All right. Alrighty. So I have him base painted for time's sake, so we can, get done in a timely manner. I'm trying to make sure I've got this right. So I've got stuff base painted. I did one of the mice I have done, and then I'll show you that one. I base painted the star and stuff. So let me show you this underneath. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to look at a flat look of him. I don't know if that is easier to see, but he's just really cute. So it is fun to make miniatures of my projects. I've enjoyed doing that. But anyway, I don't know how to really prop him up. So I have him base painted. We'll do his face and we'll finish his hat brim. So he's not done yet. So I left the project sheet.
Where's it at?
Let me grab it. Maybe you can talk.
Oh, you're gonna sit here with me and all of my craziness.
Okay, so you have a project sheet, and it'll be in Linktree, and it has all your paint colors and your supplies that we'll use tonight. So I've tried to do a project sheet for every night. That was last night, so you can just look them up on Linktree, and they'll be titled, and you can find those. So,
it is Shawnee, I think that's how you say it, Shawnee's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Shawnee. Okay, I'm using warm beige on his face, and we're going to go ahead and start with that. Okay, let me snip this sponge in half.
If you have a question tonight, try and put question in capital letters before your question, so I can try and see it a little bit better with all the stuff going on in the chat.
Yeah, it does make it show up so much better when there's like question in all caps. It doesn't blend in with all the other comments as well.
I will try and catch as many as I possibly can, though.
And by the way, this nest dried so pretty. I love his colors. I love how it all sparkles. I wanted to show you that. Love the white nest so much. So cute. I painted the bead for it and got it all ready today, and then decided to just do that tomorrow as a combo, and I'll show you how to do the back of this base and do the pine and everything. So,
he is warm, is it warm beige?
What I'm using right now?
Yes.
Yes, warm beige, and it's on the project sheet. Yep, I listed all the colors in the project sheet.
He is about 7 1/4 inches tall.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, launched the tea candle. Oh,
Bubbles is blowing up everything over here. There's an etched line for his face, so you can see right where to paint that. And I like to use an angle brush when I'm doing that, because you can just lay that point down and go right around it pretty quickly.
will you be selling this door hanger snowman for others?
No, we did that. I don't think we did that in Christmas in the Hive last year, I believe. I'm not sure. No, I just was doing it. I was just going to give it away. It was just one of the giveaway prizes for this week. So,
What color do you typically like to do faces?
warm beige. Yep, this is the color I use most of the time. Well, I say that anymore. I mean, that's what I use. In years past, I've used different you know, because colors have come and gone. But yeah, I like warm beige. I just like how it looks. So we'll give that a shot. Now his nose is right here, and for his mustache, you can use like lamb's wool. I showed you that on the Americana Uncle Sam. I shared about the lamb's wool. It's like washed lamb's wool, and you can get it on Etsy or eBay. But it's a little bit more expensive than yarn. I really like it. I think it's neat. But you can also use just like a fluffy yarn. I was going to say Angora, not like a real Angora, but you know, like that fluffy look. I have some yarn like that, and it works good too, to use it for a mustache.
Yes, the supply sheet will be on Linktree. Let me get it on there. Well, yes.
Okay. So after we get that done, we will give him some cheeks, and we'll put some cheeks on the mouse. So I think he is good.
What are the ingredients for stiffening the scarf on the snowman again?
I just use tacky, Arlene's tacky glue like this. And then I add just some warm water in a container to mix it. And then I keep it for a long time. So, you all asked last night, and I thought of that late last night. I don't ever think I gave the actual ratio to that. Because I really don't know. I just make it up as I go. I just kind of wing it. So, like I would kind of say, like if you were going to put 2 cups of water, maybe 1/4 of a cup or a little over 1/8 of a cup. And then if it's not stiff enough for you, then what I do is just go back and squirt some more glue in. I mean, it's not just kind of, I mean, you want it to be stiff, but you don't want it to be like super stiff, but you want it to be able to hold its shape for sure. So, you can see with this, it just kind of, like these curl up a little bit. It almost looks like they're windblown, but it stays like that. And then the slouch stays. So, it just looks nice. Now I got glass glitter all over everything from that. I'll get it in my paint now. I shouldn't have shook it around. Put it in my lap. Okay, so that is all of the medium or the warm beige that we need. All right, so for the mice, I already base painted them sky gray. Like I said, all the colors are on your supply sheet, and the star is deep ochre. And I always tell you, like, you don't have to use the micron pen to line things. So today I had a smaller star when I was doing the sample of this, and I ended up making it bigger. So I thought that's a good example of how it looks with, like I always say, if you don't like that, don't do it. So like that's a good example to show you. Like I like to add the line work, because I just think it makes it look a little bit just more finished or detailed or something.
Does the glue soften over time?
Nope, I've never had it soften. I've got snowmen that I've had for years and years, and stuff that my mom's made, and I've never had it happen. All right, so I went ahead and base painted this some, but I'm going to give it one more coat. So I left a coat to be able to show you. But a lot of times when you paint your things, not always, like this one's not bad at all, but sometimes it will raise the grain a little bit. It just depends on the piece of wood. Like we can have, something we get wood in, and some of it's, doesn't seem like it raises as much when you paint it, and then others do. I don't know why. But so sometimes after you paint, you'll need to just run a little piece of sanding sponge just over it, and it just takes it right down. But sometimes that gets a little bit of dust in your lettering, so I get it at Sam's, but you can get it anywhere, that duster stuff, and just kind of spray it, and it sprays it right out of those cracks, or etching, not cracks. But anyway, so then I'll give it, now that I've knocked the little places that it was raised, I will just give it one more coat of white, and then we can shade around it. And you know, you load that and then offload it so you don't have a ton of paint on there, because you don't want to get the paint down in your letters. I'm picked up a lint or something. And again, if you do get it down in there, just grab, you know, like a safety pin or a push pin or whatever, and just etch it right back out if you happen to get it in there. Okay? So his beard is already done. We've just got to do some floating on him. Okay, so our star is, I base painted it and I shaded it in espresso. And for the shading on the red, you can use espresso on it, or you can use black mixed with a little bit of red. So I'm going to use black mixed with a little red, but you totally can do the brown too. It doesn't show up quite as well, but it's still looks nice. It still is enough to make a difference.
You don't always seal your ornaments, right?
No, and you can. I mean, I think when I love Americana spray, and you can, and it's probably a good thing too, but I just don't always get it done. Especially if I've already used glass glitter on them, I don't spray, because the spray changes the glass glitter and it makes it look funny. So if I do spray, I make sure I'm doing glass glitter last. So that gives you like a purpley hue. So you can use that to shade with. Now I painted this base I painted red because he's red. I got something on him. But I wondered today, since the back of him is stained, if I should just stain the base. So I wasn't sure if I should do it stained or red. But you can do whichever you choose to do. And it just glues onto the back side of him. And your base, there'll be two pieces that come with it. And you just glue them together, and that makes one piece, and then that is glued right to the back of the Santa. Okay, so we're going to use espresso to go around the face and the beard and the hat brim. And I don't typically use espresso to shade around gray. I would normally use like a darker gray or black or something. But I kind of, when I was thinking about a mouse, a lot of times they kind of seem like they have a brownish gray hue to them. So that's why I ended up going with brown for him. So
you get your Americana spray from Amazon?
No, I always get it at Michael's, and the last time I looked, they did not have it, and I don't know why. So I don't know if they don't carry it anymore. I haven't investigated that. There's several different brands. Rust-Oleum Clear is good. You can get it in matte or satin. So I use that a lot. And when I spray things, especially bigger pieces, it really makes them pop. Like it can make the features pop sometimes. So, I mean, I would say it's good to do it. I just don't always do it. So, okay, so there I just shaded the mouse. Just went right around him with the brown. And then we'll give him some cheeks here shortly.
Do you get your greenery at Hobby Lobby?
That I used on the back of the tea light?
Where do you buy your greenery?
Oh.
I have extensively searched online and none of it looks very good.
I buy, I do buy some at Hobby Lobby, and I buy some in Amish country. I've bought a lot. It just depends.
I don't know. Hat cuff.
Yeah, what do you call that?
Fluff
I don't
on
know.
the hat. I'm gonna look it up. Unless somebody knows what that is called on a hat.
You're quiet over there tonight.
Oh, we're at 140 finally.
Disco Donna over here,
Yay.
she's lost it. Yay!
Oh, the fan blew at me.
Man! You coated me. Look at my...
What is your paint?
I'm going to roll her right out the door.
Was someone on a car phone? They just said someone got in the car. Is it on your end?
Mark is picking up the phone from Mark.
I don't know.
If so, you need to go tell him.
Was someone just on a car phone?
What did it do?
I heard someone say, can hear someone getting into a car. And then a car phone. Maybe they heard it too. They heard it too. Oh boy.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, now I'm going around his little nose.
I was going to ask you something before all that happened and I forget what it was.
It's a circus around here. All right, so then I just took the espresso and went around the nose as well.
So yes, it must have been connected to Mark in the car.
You picked up the U-connect in the car. That's funny. Whoops. Well,
that's fun.
funny.
See, look at that. I made
That's
a
funny.
car happen.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
working over here to make the car happen.
It doesn't even connect half the time when I get in it. I mean, it's like so finicky. Well, I shouldn't say half the time, but every now and then it does.
Where did you get your bubbler?
Amazon, I think. Yeah, it was Amazon.
I think I remember. I'm trying to see. There's so
I
many
have another
cars.
one that's a big one. Not big, but it's more of a
It's very
stand.
powerful.
And I got it for Noah, and it's a bazillion or whatever bubble brand.
My bubble juice.
What?
So much for not a creature was stirring. Megan, what's in your bubble juice?
Yes. Yeah, she definitely bubbled me.
Well, I think I pushed it a little harder because at first the fan shot the bubbles back in my face.
How'd that work out for you?
I see how it was.
Okay, now I'm just going down around his face. And it's easy to just follow those etched lines and just let your brush follow those, and it will come together pretty easy.
I think you should link your bubble thingy in your Amazon store.
I'll have to link it. There's a ton of different ones, and I guess some of them aren't as good. It wasn't expensive, though, but yeah, I've used it a good bit.
I have a surprise for you guys. That's not bubbles, that's not confetti, that's not tinsel. Because I did forget we did tinsel.
We did do tinsel?
I think I did. Yes, I threw it out of the thing the one time.
I don't remember that. I must have blocked it out.
I think that was during Flurry Fest.
Oh.
I think. I don't think I'd be invited back if I did glitter.
Oh, that would be worse than confetti,
I
wouldn't
think it would be.
That'd be way worse. I've got a piece of fuzz right there I'm trying to get out, and I can't get it off. Now I've got a line with my brown.
You will order at the end of the event, which will be Thursday night after the live.
The grand finale. How'd you like that?
I liked it. Silly string. Yeah, I haven't tried silly string, but it's not. I can't tell you what my new thing is.
I hope you're not going to like the dollar store or something and you end up with silly string. Okay. We need to do, his body.
Is it Noah?
What, the surprise?
Yeah.
That would be a surprise.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see if I can maybe
Like,
convince
games.
Ben to bring them down for a little bit.
Hmm.
Will there be an SVG for this one?
I am going to do SVGs for them, and they'll be available on Thursday night as well. And there'll be a regular pattern for this one too, you know, for Scroll Saw. I just need to update the original. So, yeah, it's K164. Back in the day. So, I always liked it though. It's just been really fun to go through and pick out from my old patterns and pick out things. There's so many things I want to do.
That would be a good one, Ben.
What?
Her dream job is to be Tinkerbell and sprinkle glitter everywhere.
That would be fun. You can fly right on down here.
Just float. Float and
Yeah.
sprinkle.
Sprinkle the joy.
Symbols. That would give you a heart attack.
What did you say, symbols?
Somebody asked if I
Oh
was
my
doing
word.
symbols.
Could you imagine? I'd jump out of my skin.
I feel like I
Heaven.
could do very mean things with symbols.
Yeah. I'd probably grab one of them and whack you over the head with it. It's probably what I would do.
Probably. Probably mess up the paint.
Well, like the bubbles didn't. You had to do a wipe down there. I'm just going around this and this outside edge, and you don't have to, technically. But, you can. And I always say, as well, if you don't want to add extras or do any floating or anything, don't do that, you know. I mean, I shouldn't have to say that, but I do have people that will like, well, I don't think that takes too much time or whatever. I mean, if you're painting for, you know, like a bunch of them or something, and you don't, you know, you can eliminate some of that stuff if you don't want. I think they make a project really stand out, but you don't have to do them. Okay, let's do his hat. Get on with that. See, when you band that black and red mix out, how plummy purple it is. So this will be white on, I'll put white accents over here, but I'm just going to go ahead and zing that up through there.
I remembered what I was talking about before I did the bubbles and we went off. What the name of the thing in his hat.
What is it?
A hat brim. It's just what it's called. The hat brim.
Oh,
or
it
the
is.
trim.
I always call everything a hat brim, and I thought, well, that's probably not what that's called, because it's kind of fuzzy. Fur. Is it fur on his real hat?
Usually, yeah. Well, that's what it says, trim. I would guess it'd be like the trimmings. But, fun fact from this one, apparently the little ball on top is called a bauble.
A bauble? Well,
Yes.
I'm going to call it a pom-pom. So I came up a little ways. You know, like it, so the hat comes right here, and I came in a little bit and then down. A bauble. Wonder why it's called a bauble.
I don't know. Oh, that would be good. If I got fake snow.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a lot better. I've got mica flakes, which I wouldn't dare do that. They're expensive. But,
I have a hard time floating. Do you have any suggestions?
well, it's just if you can move it well with the water, sometimes your brush makes a big difference. So usually your brush, how wet, you know, if you need, well, let's say, I think I've floated everything, but, like I can go up this side again. Like if you don't feel like it's not moving well, take a baby wipe and run it along the place you're going to float. And then, like this is a Stencil Smith, angle thing, and they have a pack of them, and they come like with 3. I didn't link those, but they're really nice. But I just wet it in water and then kind of tap it off and then dip that point right in the color I'm going to use. And then I like to use a baby wipe because it's wet, so I just kind of fan it out on that a couple times. And if you feel like it's not moving well, you can just hit it with the baby wipe in it, because you've made that surface a little bit wet. it seems to scoot along it a little easier. So that's something I do if I feel like it's just not moving well. But these brushes are really, really nice.
A bobble because it dangles down.
Oh, so his has a string and dangles in real life?
I think, or because it doesn't sit on top of a pom-pom of the hat because it dangles off because it
Oh, I see
floats
what you
off
mean.
to the side.
Getting all technical. All right, let's get our 1/4-inch brush for our blush. And I'm going to use my Vintage Tea Rose with a little bit of espresso. And we're going to put some blush on Santa and the mouse. So I'm going to get in a little bit of brown, swirl it around, and then get in the Tea Rose.
Oh, here's even more. The term pom-pom is believed to come from the French word pompon, which means bauble or small ball of fabric. Have traced the traditional of attaching baubles to hats as far back as 790
What is
AD.
wrong with you? Oh, gosh.
They're telling me the facts.
They're telling you? Or, oh, I thought you were sitting there looking them up. I'm like, what in the world are you doing?
I went down a deep dark hole
Like,
of baubles.
She's like losing it over here. Trivia Tammy over here
You
just
never know when you might need that little nugget.
little. What would Mom say? If there's ever a lull in the
Lull
conversation. Now this little tidbit will come in handy. She would
Little
say that all the
nugget.
time. Now
Little wisdom of nuggets.
this would be something you can bring up in conversation, and I'm like, Mom, I don't do that. Like, Mom was such a conversationalist, wasn't she?
Yes.
Here's a little tidbit. She's what she'd say. What'd she say one time we were all sitting around? She goes, here's something interesting that's good. Did you know if your nose is as long as your ear or something like that? Do you remember when she was saying that? We were all going, what are you talking about? Anyway, she was so funny like that. Okay, this is super little. So it's really, you're just kind of shading his, a lot of his face. So I just kind of swirl it after I do the cheeks so there's not as much paint on there. So it just leaves a little place. And then I just brush it up in his ears a little bit.
Is your older pattern still available or?
No, it'll be available Thursday night. I have to reformat it. Yeah, it'll be Thursday night. We're just going to keep everything on one night and then it's not confusing. I'm going to put a little bit on his nose too. Swirl it around. Give it a little blushing.
I don't know what I'm going along with.
All right. So there we go. No, sorry, I just hit the camera with my head. So we need our dotting tool and some black, fresh black.
You should have a retreat.
I want to have a retreat so bad.
I will join you.
I think it would be so fun. Like you and me and Shiloh, Jenny, Karen, all drag everyone along and it would be so fun. It would be so fun to meet everyone. Actually, I think it was Beth.
Yeah,
Beth and I or Tracy. I think it was Beth today. We were talking about that. So, all right. So I'm just kind of lay his nose on there because I like to have a feel for where his eyes are going to go. And I'm just going to use the dotting tool. And then I just kind of, I don't just do a dot straight down. I usually do a dot and then move it up and down a little bit. So it ends up to be more of an oval than it is just a round dot. But you can do it just a dot if you like that. Alright, so y'all know me, you know me. So I need to dry it a minute because I don't want to run my finger through it. And I would. You know it. Alrighty. So now we're going to dry brush a little bit. Got to dry brush him. So we'll get our handy dandy hog hair brushes. I think that's what they say they are. So I'm going to get some white on here. My paper towel's kind of damp. I do not want a damp paper towel anymore.
I wonder why the paper towel is damp.
Oh, I don't know.
You get one more person on.
A little more bubbles, probably. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of bring my dry brush up my hat a little bit on this side. Kind of swooshing it up. Look at my wrist there as it goes up. A little bit down this side. Just down in the middle of that one. And then I'm just going to kind of bring it down the shoulder. I'm just kind of scuffing around on it. And then I'll also take another dry brush. Let me grab another one. Not that one. And I'll do a little bit of dark. So I'm just going to get in the black and really work it off. I don't want it to be heavy, but I do want to use a little bit. And a little bit on this. So I just like the way the dry brushing kind of tones stuff down a little. And then you can do that if you decide to use the red base. You can, float around that edge and also dry brush on it if you want to use the red base, or you can use the stain. Okay. Now this little mouse has a teeny tiny eye, and typically I don't use a micron pen for an eye or anything. I just like to dot them because they look raised up a little bit when you dot them. But it is really tiny, and you can absolutely dot it because I did my first one that way and it was fine. But today I thought, you could really dot that and probably have way more control chances with it. So I just kind of drew one. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to use the 003, which is tiny. And it just makes a good little, tiny little eyebrow over him. And then I'm going to do that on Santa. Oh, no, I'm not. I always forget Santa does not have black eyebrows. He's got white, fluffy ones. I'm going to put them on in paint, but if I really wanted them to stand out, I'd get my caulking out. My spackling. Not my caulking.
Pipe those suckers on there.
And I'd pipe those on there like no tomorrow. Would that not be funny? You'd be like, here comes Santa. I just saw his eyebrows turn the corner. He's going to follow shortly. So I'm going to go over that in white. And give him some white, thicker eyebrows. I almost forgot that. As soon as I put that pen down, I'm like, no, that's not right.
You've used the rake brush from Stencilsmith, right?
Yeah. Theirs is super nice. So much better than the one I had. My black's shining through. I need to dry that and go over it. He's got one dark eyebrow.
We tried to dye it.
Yeah. It's gray shining through.
It's not completely white yet. It's in the process.
It's a little frosted. Okay.
Beth called him Creepy Santa with big black eyebrows.
He would be creepy. I'll tell you, creepy is that. I thought I have to tell you the story about the Santa behind me on my table when I was decorating that. My table, those postcards were kind of vintage, old replica of things. But anyway, I thought, I don't know what else. Actually, I was going to tear it all out and redo it, and I didn't get time. But I kept thinking, what else can I put with that? And when I was cleaning, I found this box that I did not remember having. And I opened it up, and it was the Santa that my sister and I had growing up. I mean, from the time we were little. And Mom always sat it on the piano. Yeah, we had a piano, and she made us take lessons, and I could play Snug as a Bug in a Rug, and that was it. And I didn't care to play anything else other than that, but that's a side story. Anyway, we had the piano. So he always stood on the piano, and she made him a bag to hold. I'll have to show him to you when the camera's up. But he has creepy light blue eyes.
He does.
He's got some, like, they kind of stare through you or something. I don't know. They're different.
Yeah.
But he's old. So he would be, how old would he be? 50-some years old.
That's not old.
No, it's not really.
That's not old.
Okay, we're going to use the one. She's trying to get brownie points over here. Okay, so we're going to take the micron pen, and I'm using the one on his body and just going right up the side.
Staring at me though.
Oh, I forgot to add white highlight around there. Well, yeah, he has a funny stare, doesn't he? I've even turned his body because I feel like he looks funny. I'm like, he looks like he's looking the wrong way or looking.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it was quite the treasure to find. And there was a paper in there, 2 little paper Santas that had been colored, and it said on the back, Ben, 3.5, and the other one said Kelsey. Oh, I didn't do this on my other one because I'm talking and not paying attention. But you can, it doesn't matter. You can do it or not do it. Anyway, so it had some neat stuff in there. It had a few other things too. So I thought that was interesting. So I thought, well, that would have been, you know, kind of in that air. So I put him out. But Mom wrapped the little presents, Matchbox and stuff like that. And she sewed him this little green sack out of green velvet. And he always stood with that bag, so it was kind of fun to find that. This was also in the box. This was when my sister first started working for Fenton Glass, and she painted my mom this cat. And hand-painted by Jenny, 1990. Anyway, that was in there. So I told Jenny that I had it, and I would give it to her. And I said, and you're lucky I'm a nice sister. I could have sold that online or something, you know. It is Fenton. She was laughing. She said, oh, it looks a little squirrely. You can tell that's when I started. I'm like, she is a beautiful painter. She did all kinds of stuff for Fenton Glass.
She actually painted my mom a Santa.
Did she?
She did. She put our names on it. It has me.
Oh, the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when she did that. Not Euros, but I mean, I remember her painting those. Yeah, she did exclusive stuff for Longaberger, and she was on QVC. She was a trainer. I mean, she taught too. She's really talented. I've told you all that before. She's like super artistic.
I have both of you are really great. I like how she can just think it and then just boom. Like,
she can
right
think
out.
it, and she is a different type of artist to me. Like, she's like way better. Like, so, I don't even know what you say. But I don't know.
Yeah.
She's just really good, and she's got so much talent. Like, so much talent. And Mom recognized it early on and got her paint lessons with Dorothy Decker and stuff. And she's done a lot of good stuff. But yeah, she has some beautiful pieces.
Yeah, jealous of both of you.
Huh?
Said I'm jealous of both of you.
Yeah, but I'm not the same caliber that she is.
It's different. So it doesn't count.
I've told you all this before. She told me once that I was like paint by number artist. She wasn't being mean. She was just trying, and I'm like, okay. But she wouldn't say that. She's always says, we're just different types of artists. I'm like, yes, different.
Protect the Santa.
Okay, I'm doing...
We're at 150.
Yay! I saved him. This is the Liquitex acrylic marker that is great to clean up your edges. Like, fantastic. It is so easy to just run it along there. Sometimes I do.
Did I get you in that?
Yes, it just flew over here.
Sorry.
Sometimes I do check the front and make sure I'm not getting it down on the front, but it zips right along and cleans it up super fast. So let me see if I need it on him. Actually, I didn't do near as bad as I usually do. Yeah, Jenny's been she was on my regular page and taught us trees. Do you remember that? It's been a while back. And then she was at Christmas in the Hive last year and taught an ornament for us. And that was really fun. And she's supposed to come and do a Santa for us in there. She already knows what she's doing. It's just she has to wait till work winds down and she can do it. What am I doing? What am I doing? Last thing. I got to go around his hat brim. So she's pretty talented. She's a beautiful hand letterer too, and calligraphy and all that stuff. Like, she's just really good at it. And I write like a serial killer. Like, I'm not even kidding you. My kids were so embarrassed to take notes to school. Ben talks about it more than Zach, but
they didn't believe him one time?
I don't know. So I started putting my phone number on there. I'm like, they can call me. Like, I write my grocery list. I can't read them. I get in there. I'm like, I don't even know what that says. I'm awful.
What's the pen again?
Micron pen. And they are linked on your project sheet. They are amazing. So these are, I use the 1 and 2 and 5 and 3 and all those for bigger projects. On these smaller ones, the 0, 3, and 5 are great. But yeah, they're on the Amazon sheet
put it back
and on your project sheet. All right, so let's throw them together here.
Someone asked about how you kept your nails so neat.
Well, that's a whole nother story, but Megan's are really pretty. Look at Megan's. Mine are Christmas, which we both have the same kind on, like the same brand we use. But I did Christmas in July, and I'm kind of embarrassed to go to the store. I probably don't even have time. Mark said he would go. But I kept thinking, if I go to the store, people are going like, she's clearly lost her mind, because she's like, this is Holly. She's got all Christmas, and good grief. She's totally lost her mind. Okay, so that's how you put him together. And then the screen goes behind him, which I don't know my screen.
Oh, the one that you use on the edges. The edger pen.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's linked on your sheet too. But it's just a Liquitex acrylic marker. And it is in burnt umber. But it is in your Amazon list and on your project sheet. I think those are amazing. They save me so much time. So much time. Okay, so this little mouse goes behind. I stick him behind. You can glue him flat on there, and you don't have to use screen if you don't want. So if you want it to show way better, don't use screen. But if you want that kind of look, you can use screen. So it shows up much better without, and you can just have an open hole. So I may leave this one without, and I put the screen in this. So I just put a piece of screen. And we'll have screen available on my website. We had it during Bunny Bash for the bunny. And so it'll be on there. So you don't have to buy a whole roll of screen if you want to use it. But I like the way it looks. Like with the light shining through it and stuff. I just think it looks, I like it. So you don't have to put the pine on the back. I just like to dress it up a little bit with some Spanish moss and pine and some little pine cones. And then I glue a little bit of pine and then the mouse in there. So he has a little space. But if you want it to seem really well, then just omit the screen. You can use any kind of thin string, but I found this hemp string, or whatever it's called, works cord. Is that what it's called? Cord? I think it works really good. It's like a different, I don't know, it just has a different feel to it. And I just painted it sky gray like the mouse. And you absolutely could do it. I don't know, would they be more brown than it would be sky gray, or maybe a mix of the two? What would that be?
For what?
For its tail. The tail isn't, I did it gray, but maybe it's a brownish gray.
Sometimes I think they're more pink.
Oh, are they? Well, his tail's gray. So I
think it just depends on what kind of mouse or whatever you want it to be.
It's a house mouse.
I really think they're pink, but maybe like pinkish gray.
All right, y'all. Is it pink? Should I be making this tail pink?
What are the tails? I don't know.
See, this one is gray. I just did it gray. And when you paint it, then you can shape it however you want and it'll dry.
He's brown. With a little pinky, though.
Like it has, like I should dab some pink on it?
Yeah, like it's almost like it's their skin tone. They're like it's hairless.
Hairless?
Like it doesn't have hair.
He's got a
on it,
nude
so that's why
tail?
it's got- yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of more brownish
They're
gray.
saying gray.
They're saying gray. I did it gray. So I should dab a little pink, or it's
They're
just
pink underneath.
Oh, well.
So it's almost like a I think either way you could do it almost like a
Dry brush?
dry. Yes, I'm glad you realized what I was trying
She's
to do.
over here winging her hand around like she's playing a violin. What is she doing? I don't know. Maybe it's too little to
Gray
even tell.
brown. I think I'd say rats have pink tails.
Here, I put a little bit of pink on it.
It's Rogaine on its tail.
Oh my
Well,
word.
that's 2 times that the Rogaine comment came up.
Tonight?
I think.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Tina, she says I'm right.
Don't tell her that. Okay, so I did tap a little pink on it.
Pink tails, pink gray.
So then, because that is a little bit... Because you painted it, then you can kind of shape it the way you want. And you can... I just glue it. I already stained him on the back. So, just cut your tail length. And then just keep bending it. And then we'll glue it on there. And you can kind of shape it however you want.
She Googled it. Google says it's the same color as her body.
Who did?
Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Okay.
It's one of those things. Technically, it can be whatever color you want the tail to be.
That's right. If I want to make it neon green.
He got purple hairspray in his tail.
Yeah, so there's his tail. So that one's more gray. The other one's more brownish.
We just learned lots of things. The tail depends on the species of mouse it is.
Well, this is a Christmas mouse. Dab some more gray on it there. Okay, so I whipped it around a little bit. Its tail. So that's how it'll dry. But anyway, isn't he so cute? Let's have a look-see up close. Isn't he cute? He's a cute little mouse.
So cute.
So he just glues right on the front, and then the other one just glues right behind. Okay. So then the mustache, I use the wool, and it looks like this. Like it's just a big blob of it, and then you can cut pieces off of it. But it's like washed wool. So you can look it up on Etsy and find it. And like a lot of it goes, like you just need a little bit because you can keep pulling off of it and using it. But it is really fun to use with your Santa projects and Uncle Sam's or whatever. But I like it. So then you can trim it up to whatever length that you want. Whoops.
How do you adhere the screen to the...
I just hot glued it to the back. I was going to leave this one without since I did the other one. What do you all think? Do you think the screen looks better in it? Or what do you think? Of course, it's hard to tell laying
I don't know.
on here, but you could definitely do it either way.
I don't know if you'd want to put whiskers on the mouse just because it's...
Well, I didn't because, especially real ones, I could take my micron pen and do that, and I did think about it, but I just didn't end up doing it. He's just, I don't know, he's small, but you could put some little whiskers. I could try that with that littlest micron pen with some back there, but what was I going to do? Oh, I got out glue.
Do you comb the lamb's wool or leave it as is?
I just pull it off and leave it. I just take, I already tied that one, but I just take little pieces out of it, and you can kind of pull it and make it, you can pull it to be thinner, but you can kind of just separate pieces out. This is probably not a good example because it's like on the end of a piece, but I usually just, a lot of times I'll just cut it over here and then cut it. Here's a better. So like it'll be in curls and different locks. And I love how those little locks and curlicues are at the end. So if I'm going to cut that off for a mustache, like I would cut it right there. And I'll cut it again. And then I'll flip one piece. So like it'll have, you can take part of that and turn it. So it'll have like a curl at each end or something. So it's just fun to play with. I just think it looks neat. I love to use it on my fabric snowmen. I think it looks very, very, I don't know. It just...
A lot of them are really liking the screen in it.
You like the screen?
And then they asked do you tie a knot in the middle of your beard?
If you do the yarn, I do it the same way. Like the fuzzy yarn, just group a couple. Like I just had that out, what I was just showing you. So you lay so many pieces out, and then I'll take a piece and I'll try to pull something and I'll just cut it. Gosh, I thought I was in the view of the camera and I'm not. Sorry. I was showing all that.
No, I think you were. You were.
So then I just try to take another piece and I'll wrap it around my 2 or 3 pieces and I just put it in the middle and pull it up and I'll just tie it. This is just one piece, so I don't need to tie it, but that's what I do. If you don't want to do that, you can just kind of try to anchor it or just bunch it together and hot glue it if you know, up under the nose. So I'm going to put a little bit of...
Use regular yarn?
You can use regular yarn. I like the fuzzy looking yarn just because when you tear some of the strands apart, you know how there'll be several little strings in one. I don't know what that's called. But,
a strand?
Yeah, it looks fuzzy. It just looks, the fuzzy kind of yarn looks more authentic. Is that what you want to say? The kind that's just straight yarn, I'm not a crocheter or anything, so I don't know what it's called. It just doesn't look as good, I think. So you might
More texture
be fine with it, but I think it just looks a little bit fluffier.
Like a true beard.
Yeah, and then I just hot glue that up underneath there. And you can kind of play with that and trim it to your liking after you get it on there. I just put a little bit of glue under there and then kind of go back and forth and then give it a little side shuffle and then kind of press it up into the nose.
So what kind of screen do you use?
It's just, you can buy it by the roll at Lowe's. Well, you go over there and there's a basket. It should be right there.
Yep.
Or just do better. Go right in my office door and open it, and right inside the door, there's right there. Under the light switch is a big roll of screen.
Oh, yeah. See it.
Now I'll have to knock her out so she won't remember what that room looks like. It is in shambles because we emptied all the shelves out and it's just in the floor. So I've added a little more glue so I can get that up under his nose. So it comes in a humongous roll. I'll show you when I hold it, when I put the camera up. Will you cut me just like a square off? Like
Square.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, so you only need a little piece. So that's why I sold them during Bunny Bash for cheap, because I don't want you to feel like you have to go buy, a $12 roll of screen or however much they are. I think they're more than that. For a little piece. So I just sold them by the strip, I believe. So you can just lay it down and you can follow your squares and get an idea of how big. Until you just cut it, and then I just hot glued it right behind it. But you want to leave a little bit on each edge so you have enough to glue. And that's all there is to it. So if you like the screen better, we can do that. So I think I have that a little whopper jawed. But so that's all I did was do it like that and just use some, whoops, I ran that right off the edge. A little bit of hot glue.
I'd say the screen is plastic.
Mesh. It's like fiberglass. I
Yeah.
think on the package it says fiberglass screen, whatever that means. But
yeah, it's not metal. It's not like a hard.
yeah, it's not metal. It's called, I don't know, maybe it is plastic. It feels like it's plastic, but I thought the package said fiberglass. I don't know. Mark could probably tell us, but
Like porch screen, like door screening.
it's window replacement screen. Okay, I'm going to take my baby. I've already stained the rest of this, but I did not stain the ends of the hat brim, and they stick out, and you'll see that. So I'm going to stain that real quick, and then we'll finish up here, and then I'll show you the base, how to glue that if you want to glue greenery on it tomorrow. So then you just position that over his eyes.
Fiberglass.
Yeah, I thought that's what it said on the wrapper.
Aluminum screens that are rust resistant.
Yeah, and you can get them different colors. I like to use the black, or it's graphite or something like that. Okay, and then, oops, I guess I stained half the stuff and didn't stain half the stuff. But it shows through the screen a little bit from the back side, so I'll just do that. So the upper part of the star needs glue on it. Wipe some of that off, and then I just glue it somewhere in that vicinity, kind of up in that corner. And then you just glue the mouse on. So he goes right on the bottom. I love the mice. Mm-hmm. And then, oops, I put too much glue on that. Squeezing out all the ends. And then we'll use the other one on the back side. But it's just really cute. When you look at it in person, the detail is really fun on them. So, and you can manipulate this. You pull it out some, make it fuzzier, trim it up. And like if you have a gap that keeps appearing that you really can't get to stay how you want. I am always a fan of a dot of glue for a bow or a beard or whatever it is, and squinch it up, and it'll then hold it in place. And then if you have a little bit, I don't like to see any glue, so I'll snip that out. But anyway, so that needs trimmed up. Obviously, it's a little long.
Are you using Quick and Thick, or is that hot?
No, this is Quick and Thick is what I use to glue the wood pieces on, but I use hot glue on the screen and on the mustache to glue the mustache. Alrighty. So he's a super cute little guy. And then we have our pom-pom. And you could also use a bell on the end if you did not want to use a pom-pom. Now, what did you call it, Megan?
A bobble.
A bobble. Let's glue the bobble on. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on it and then stick it on there and then kind of smush it up on there. Take my finger and get the back part off. And I kind of smush it up around so you don't end up seeing the glue, but it absorbs the point up in there. Like that. Okay. Move that. And I'm going to take my liner and add a little bit of a highlight to his nose. I did not finish highlighting his. I was going to float his highlights on his hat and stuff.
Got talking.
I'm sure.
Or I bubbled you at that point.
Yeah, either or. So, but I am going to put that on his nose, just like a little thing there. Alright. So he's cute. I need to go in and glue that mustache up on that side a little bit. So it's very easy to do. I'm trying to work underneath the camera, and so it's hard to see and get my head under there to get exact placement there. But anyway, so tomorrow at noon I will be live, and I will show you how to do the beads in his hanger. and then I'll show you how to do the back of him if you want to add the green ring. And you don't have to. You can just set a tea light on there without it. Is fine. But that's how he ends up looking. So, I like him. I think he's just super cute. Alrighty. So that is our project for tonight. Megan, did you end up getting... We're upside down. Did you end up finding or picking all your names?
Yes.
All right. So I didn't bring a box over here. So now we will tell you who the winner is of the first Painter's Prize Pack. It is chocked full of goodies, so I hope.
One or...
Huh?
Is it one?
Yeah, we're picking one out of that, and then tomorrow night we'll pick 5 more names to for the drawing, and tomorrow night will also be the door hanger, the drawing for the door hanger tomorrow night as well. So tomorrow night we will give away another box and a door hanger.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first name is Tina Smith.
Yay, Tina! Yay! Tina, are you watching? Babble in the bubbles. Tina, she's been a customer for a while. She's in lots of different groups. Is she on here tonight? Do you know?
I saw her.
I think she is. I just love him and the original. Do you have the original pattern, Sharon? So let me hold him up. I feel like I want to put something solid behind him if you could see it better. Oh, I've got my finger over the mouse. It's so hard to show it online. It's just hard to get a good... And I'm backward. The camera's backward, so it's so hard to gauge. Okay, now, does that help you see the mice better? I hope so. So, anyway. But I hope you liked him. Tomorrow night is going to be just some really cute, a couple projects tomorrow night. And then Wednesday night is a bonus night, and it is something different, but fun.
Yes.
And then the grand finale is, you don't want to miss that Thursday night. And then that's when you have the opportunity to order all the things. And so we'll have SVGs and patterns and wood blanks and, yeah, so you have the screen, just things that we've used. My face is purple. So you have the original pattern, Chrissy. That's great. So you're welcome, Tina.
Is she on there now?
Yeah.
No.
You are very welcome.
It was Smith.
So,
Tina Smith.
Yep. So I have your address, Tina, not unless it's changed, if you want to send it to me to make sure. But question, did you staple the screen? No, I just glued it. I just showed how to glue it with the hot glue gun. I cut the square and then I took my hot glue pen thing and glued it right around the back. So here's the back of it. No, I wouldn't want to use a staple on it. It's so thin. So, nope, I just hot glued it. And that's how I've always done them, and they've stayed fine. Okay? Is that good? You got it?
I think so.
All right. So tomorrow night, join us at 8:30, and we will have a couple projects tomorrow night, and they're really cute. So it'll be different tomorrow night. And then Wednesday night is the bonus night that I'm supposed to be off, but I'm coming on anyway to do a project with you. So I think it will be fun. So join us tomorrow night. So tomorrow night is night 3. And thank you for watching. And be sure to spread the honey. And we have 2 more prize packs and a door hanger and probably another door hanger on Thursday night. So lots of prizes. So make sure you join us. See you later. Bye.
Bye.